Recently, the exotic machine gun Thunderlord has been the topic of dispute as to whether or not it is a good DPS option to use in the current meta. Thunderlord did receive the buffs to machine guns that came with Lightfall, which increased both its damage and reserve ammo. In this video, I'm going to show you how the DPS of Thunderlord compares to some current strong DPS options. Let's first look at the damage numbers for Thunderlord, which are shown on screen. And here are the rolls and damage numbers for the other weapons that I'll be comparing. Now I'll show you the first 30 seconds of each damage sequence side by side. This is what the DPS over time looks like. You can see that the Thunderlord falls short compared to rocket launchers when it comes to DPS. It is interesting to note that the Thunderlord's average DPS increases over time because it has to ramp up at the beginning. This also means that if you ever have to move or reload or stop shooting for whatever reason, your DPS will drop drastically. On top of this, for some reason Thunderlord triggers lightning strikes around 67% more often when shooting a divinity bubble, so if your team is not running divinity, you'll also be losing a portion of your DPS. Here's what Thunderlord's DPS looks like without divinity if you factor out the debuff. Note that without divinity, you do have to reload the Thunderlord at some point, which further decreases your DPS. That being said, Thunderlord is a very versatile weapon that can clear adds very well and still deal solid damage against tankier enemies, all while having excellent ammo economy. In unorganized or solo situations, for example, where you don't have teammates with Gjallarhorn, you don't miss out on nearly as much damage by running Thunderlord over a rocket launcher. All in all, Thunderlord is a weapon that can be effective at multiple roles at the same time and is also easy to use. But in a DPS phase like Nezarec, for example, a fire team that already knows how to maximize their DPS will probably find themselves using better options. I hope you found this video useful, and I'll see you in the next one.